Well, good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Cozy Old School RuneScape Lore. It's the podcast where we explore the places, the people, the pieces of paper that tell us more about Gillinor, the land of old school RuneScape. I'm your host, Drifter Ray, and tonight we are continuing the Desert Treasure 2 quest. Last time I got a little bit overwhelmed, and not too far into the episode, from having to do like kind of a wave-based, time-based, NPC defense fight, and so I kind of called it a little bit early, but I am with you now to say that I just completed that. I figured out what I was doing wrong. Because the quest guide I was following was saying like I need melee gear for this section, and so I was wearing all this melee gear, but I was supposed to be freezing these strangled enemies that were trying to defeat Kasonde. And because I had all this melee gear, I probably had like a negative magic bonus, and so all my all my freeze spells were splashing, and so I just came back with actual magic gear, and I did it, I think, first try. So that worked out pretty well. And I also learned that there are a bunch of tatty pages around this area that have lore, of Zarosian lore, and so I'm excited about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Kasonde now that we've survived that attack, and then I think I'm going to go try to pick up all those tatty pages and read them. So let's get going. Talk to Kasonde. That was too close. You nearly got us both killed. I don't understand. What are those things? Are they zombies? You really want me to believe that you don't know anything about this place? I already told you I wasn't lying. Well, I don't have any reason to trust that. With how dangerous this place is, do you really have a choice? Alright, fine, but I have no desire to see you get us killed, so you better wisen up fast. I'm listening. It all starts with the Old Ones. They lived here long before humans came to these lands, and these ruins here were once their home. And these Old Ones discovered soul transference? They did, and they did so long before House Arceus even existed. It was their final attempt to overcome their extinction, but they failed. What you see around you is the result of their failure. I'm known as the Strangler. It's known as the Strangler. The Strangler? It's some sort of parasite. It was presumably meant to play a role in their transference rituals, but instead it destroyed them. It has remained here ever since. Hence the Strangled? Exactly. Plenty of unwary fools have fallen victim to the Strangler. If you don't take care, you will share their fate. So how do we deal with them? The trick is to maintain your distance. They're relatively passive unless you get too close, but if you disturb one, the rest will quickly come running. If you need to fight one, try to do it away from the rest. I've got some stink bombs in that chest over there which do a pretty good job of attracting them. And stay off the tendrils. You'll alert the lot of them to your location. It's like a network. Keep my distance and stay off the tendrils. I can do that, so what's our next move? The fact that you're still alive tells me you broke into my home and stole some of the potion I made. Broke in is maybe a bit strong. Call it what you want, it's not important now. What is important is that I believe I can make a more powerful potion using ingredients found here. If all goes well, this potion will provide increased immunity against the Strangler. If either of us are to find what we want here, it will be essential. So what ingredients do we need? As you've no doubt seen, the Strangler infects plant life as well. However, I've come across a small number of plants that seem to have developed immunity. First, there's a herb growing atop the cliff just northwest of the temple. Second, there's some berries in an old camp on the coast to the southwest. I'm guessing that I'm going to have to go get those. And I say, alright, I can gather those. I need to gather some additional ingredients from within the temple. I will meet you back here once I'm done. Alright. Well, first I'm going to go try to find all the tatty pages. There is one in this building, I think. If I search the stone chest here. Okay, I find an old journal page. Oh, that's day 2. Let's get them all and then read them in order. There's one to the east outside the gates here. Oh, I have to climb over this barricade first. So that's day 2, I'll put it there. And there's a stone chest right here, so I'm going to open that and hopefully find day 1. And I find an old journal page, and that is day 1. Alright. And then in a building to the northwest, it's kind of like a ziggurat looking structure. Oh, the strangled are on me now. Hopefully they just kind of ignore me. I don't see a stone chest here, but I'm going to enter the entry of this building. I'm stuck in place. I have no reason to go in there. How am I going to get the stone thingy? I'm getting really attacked. What? Where is this thing? Okay. I got taken over and put back in the room with Kasonde. Okay, apparently I can only get the last one after a point in the quest that I won't mention because that will be a spoiler for you. So I can't get it quite yet, but I can get all the other 6, so we'll read those, then we'll continue the quest. Okay, and I'm getting grabbed by a bunch of them again, but I'm running away. Oh, and right over here I can pick these herbs that I'm supposed to pick for Kasonde, so I might as well do that while I'm here. So I'll pick those herbs. Oh, there's a strangled boar here. If I examine it, it says, that's one infected looking piggy. I'm going to enter this entry here. Horrifying screeching, so I don't go in, okay? I might die. Not yet. Where is this? Oh, there's the stone chest. Okay, so maybe that's day 3 or something. I'm going to run away and heal up. And there's another horde right here. Oh, I didn't get those stink bombs either. Oh well, it's fine. So now I think I need to run to the west. Oh, I got knocked down again. Okay, so how am I going to get over there? I don't know how I'm going to get that page. I think I probably won't be able to get that until later in the quest too. But there are 2... Oh, maybe I can just run down. Maybe I can just run down south. Okay, I'm going to try that. Heal up first. We'll see how far I make it before I have to leave to heal up, or before I die or something. Oh, and also the way I'm running for this tatty page is where I have to go to get the other ingredient for Kasonde, so that's good. So it's like, it's all, they kind of put the pages in areas you need to go anyway for the quest, so that makes sense. But they're not actually required, these tatty pages. You don't actually have to get them to do the quest. Oh, these strangled are on me. Can I protect from, like, magic or something to keep from getting hurt by them? Oh, here, I am picking from an Argean bush. Okay, but I don't see another page. Oh, I'm still getting hurt. Maybe I protect from melee. And I got knocked down again. Well, I got the ingredient, but I didn't make it quite to where the page is. Oh, but I'm close. I have to run back up the path into the east, and then I can get that page. Will I survive? Let's find out. There's a stone chest. Come on, get me there, get me there. And there's a strange shrine I can inspect here. Oh, it gives me energy. Well, that's kind of nice. Alright, I'm running away. running away. There's a strangled bear. Yeah, this stuff's intense. Okay, I'm going to go to my house and get more resources because I'm going to need them. But so far we have page 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to get more food. Oh, the strange shrine. I see now I have like a... It's like I drank a stamina potion. So that must be what happened when I got... Yeah, it gave me a stamina potion effect. That's cool. From that shrine. So I'll take some more food. And then let's head back there. Well, that's nice to know that you can get free run energy there. And going back to the fairy ring. And off I go. Gotta get back to the little boat so that I can row over there. I think this last page is a long run. Oh, there's 2 pages left. Besides the one I can't get yet. So, yeah, I'm going to have to... Oh, it took me right back to the last place I was. That's so nice. So I actually don't have to run as far. Awesome. Okay, my next quest step is to go back to Kasonde, but I want these tatty pages first. This one is... I see the chest, so I'm going to click to search that, but first I'm getting attacked to the max. But I'm free now, so I'm running up back to the chest. Alright, I got a page, and we got 1 left. I'm gonna eat to heal up. Oh, okay, so there's an infection bar in the upper left of my... What? I keep turning around at the bridge. There's an infection bar at the top left of my screen, and if it fills up to 100, that's when I get teleported away. Okay, so I'm looking at the map. It looked like I couldn't get through there. I think I maybe also can't get the next page until a later point in the quest that I won't talk about, because that would be a spoiler too. So I will start to read these pages just from this little camp I'm in to the southwest. Alright, so there's 5 of them I have now. There's 2 that we don't have. Day 1. We arrived today in a new land, and while we have a singular purpose, it feels only right to document everything we discover. After all, any new findings could greatly benefit the Empire. The first thing to note is that this land is not as uninhabited as originally believed. Alongside the dwarves we are pursuing, there's also a small band of humans. More interestingly, there's what appears to be a Zamarakian presence here. Given this activity, the Carnifex Maximus is keen to keep our work a secret, so as requested, we find a secluded location to make camp. And if I'm remembering correctly, Carnifex Maximus is the title of one of these, generals of Zaros in this quest. Alright, so that was day 1. Day 2. The Venators worked their magic again. They have found some isolated woods on the far side of this new landmass, hidden behind some mountains. We will not be disturbed there. The Carnifex Maximus has ordered a camp be constructed at once. He does not wish to waste any time in beginning our search for the dwarves. However, said dwarves may well be the least interesting thing about this land, for the woods where we are making camp are also home to some ruins. When time permits, I will be sure to take a closer look. Day 3. The camp is complete and the Venators have been dispatched to locate the dwarves. In the meantime, the rest of us have little to do but wait. The Carnifex Maximus doesn't entirely approve of my desire to investigate the ruins, but he is being far more amiable than usual. He knows that many disagree with us being out here. He claims the target to be a danger to the Empire who cannot be allowed to live, but it's hard to ignore the role the Carnifex Maximus pride may be playing. After all, this is the first time anyone has escaped his axe. Alright, day 4. My exploration of the ruins was a great success. The most exciting of my discoveries is the fact that these ruins belong to a previously unknown race. Also of interest is the fact that the extinction of this race seems to have been fairly recent. In fact, there's some evidence to suggest that the Zamorakian presence we encountered before might be partially to blame, though further investigation will be needed to be sure. There's a strange ritual site on the western edge of the area. I think it might be a typo and supposed to say on the western edge of the area. That seems worth exploring, though that will be a job for tomorrow. Alright, and the final page we have, day 5. My discoveries at the ritual site gave me many answers, but many questions as well. This race used a language unlike any I've seen before, so understanding doesn't come easy. However, it seems that while the Zamorakians played a role, the extinction of this race was actually caused by themselves. They attempted something. It's not clear what exactly, but whatever it was, it didn't go well. To learn more, I've collected a sample from the ritual site to investigate. Alright, time to go back to Kasonde. So I'm running north, back toward where Kasonde is. Oh, now I get to go inside that big main pyramid. Alrighty. The one I was trying to go in before. Alright, I'm going to enter it. I'm supposed to fight with a few strangled. Okay, well, I guess I'll attack them. This time Kasonde seems fine, but my infection gauge is full, and I got strangled. So what, do I have to come back and do that again now that my infection gauge is empty? Probably. Alright, let's do it. Use a special attack. Nice big hit. Alright, one of them is down. I think there's just one more strangled to fight here. Kasonde seems to be doing fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I can talk to Kasonde. Okay, so that wasn't that bad. Kasonde, are you okay? Damn it, this can't happen, it can't. Kasonde? Kasonde shows you his arm. There's a large bite from one of the strangled. Kasonde. It's fine, this doesn't change anything. But the infection. The infection means nothing. I was a dead man either way. What are you on about? Koreps syndrome, common among botanists apparently. You'd have thought we'd have put some effort into finding a cure, but I guess no one ever thinks they'll be the unlucky one. Kasonde, I don't. Whatever you have to say, I don't want to hear it. Do you know how many times I've heard the word sorry? Do you know how many times people have told me they understand? Well, they don't. How could they? Can you even begin to imagine what it's like? Can you imagine knowing that you have no future? I spent every day working away, telling myself that it would lead to something, telling myself that one day I'd finally be able to live my life, but it was all a lie. That was my life, and it was all so meaningless. I tried everything. I went to every healer, every mage, every priest. I went to House Arceus, and they turned me away. What gives them the right? So no, this doesn't change anything. The old ones are my last hope. I either find their secrets or... Look, we're wasting time here. There's a ritual site to the west. Presumably it's where the Strangler was unleashed. It's my best hope now, and it may well be where you'll find what you're after as well. Take this potion and add those ingredients you gathered to it. It should strengthen your immunity against the Strangler. Now go. Kasonde gives you an unfinished potion. Let's talk to Kasonde again. We're running out of time. I'm running out of time. Get that potion made. It should help mask you from the Strangled on the way to the ritual site. Now go. Examine Kasonde. It says he looks to be a bit of a mess. Alright, we're going to add the herb to the potion. and the berries to the serum, which was made by adding the herb to the potion. Drink the Strangler serum. Alright, now it is time for a big boss fight. I don't think I'm ready for that. But I think after it I get another one of those tatty pages. So I think next time we'll have a couple of bosses to fight. We'll read 2 more of the tatty pages and maybe finish up this section. Well, that'll be good. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. This was nice. We got past that wave-based attack where we had to defend Kasonde. We found 5 tatty pages detailing some notes from people who explored this place before us. And we helped Kasonde fight off some strangled. Unfortunately, Kasonde seems to have incurred a mortal wound in the process and got infected by the Strangler. So, it's too bad. But I think that's going to do it. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and listening, joining me this time. I hope you have such a good evening and that you sleep so well. And I'm going to say good night and goodbye for now.